Kevin Shively with TV Worldwide here in New York City for a very special night, the 35th Annual Daytime Creative Arts and Entertainment Awards. We're here at Rose Hall. That's the home of Jazz at Lincoln Center here in beautiful Manhattan. And we're standing in front of a whole slew of very beautiful trophies that people are going to be awarded, the very famous Emmy Awards. And I'm also joined right now by another very beautiful person here. We're going to talk to some of the people that are presenting these awards. Pretty exciting night, don't you think?
Oh yeah, I can't wait to run into Elmo. Maybe I can have a few words. I think he was a red carpet at one time too, wasn't he? I think he's been the red carpet on the red carpet.
Well, he has been on quite a few red carpets over the years, obviously. And last year we got a chance to talk with Carol Spinny at the Daytime Creative Arts Awards and Oscars. So who knows who we're going to get. You're going to have to stick around and see who's on the red carpet tonight, and we're going to have some exciting people.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we ran into one of my favorite characters from my youth, actually, Mr. Speedy Delivery Man. I love this guy. Mr. McFeely from Mr. McFeely. I totally forgot that name. Absolutely. He's backstage. He was making a speedy delivery for what were you delivering, sir?
Well, I'm about to deliver one of the Emmys. Yeah, I think I'm delivering it.
Absolutely.
That's right. I'll be a presenter in a few moments. So I'm waiting to go on.
Hey, are you going to go up to the Speedy, Mr. Speedy Delivery?
I think I will. This is our 40th anniversary of public television.
Absolutely. I didn't know that.
40 years this year, and also with the name McFeely, it's a little bit of trivia for you.
Okay.
It's Fred Rogers' middle name, Fred McFeely Rogers.
Oh yeah, you know, Fred Rogers actually. I dearly miss him. I really do. I used to. In fact, I have two 7-year-olds. I used to totally calm them down when I was frantic with them. Thank you, Mr. Speedy Delivery.
Look at the camera. We'll both say Speedy Delivery. 1, 2, 3.
Speedy Delivery. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking to a real joker over here, and your name is, sir?
Kevin Michael Richardson.
And I heard that you're do animation. I mean, basically, you're on a child's program, and you play the voice of what?
The Joker on the animated series The Batman.
Very cool. Can you do a little of that for us tonight?
Sure, I'll do it.
Okay.
I was feeling a bit screwed, so I checked myself in.
Awesome voice, sir. You're basically nominated for the Outstanding Performer in an Animated Kids Program. Also, you're on some other programs. Can you tell us about that?
The one that was about 10 years old was Homeboys in Outer Space, which we'll talk about that later sometime. And mostly.
Wait a second. No, talk about what was that about? We'll talk about it now.
I had to bring that up.
Homeboys from Outer Space, ladies and gentlemen.
Homeboys in Outer Space. It was a UPN sitcom. Believe me, I wish it was called something else, but hey. You know, I didn't name it, but it was a lot of fun. And
it sounds interesting, though.
Yeah, it was. Trust me, it was. It was.
Okay.
So, you know, that and a lot of kids animation, which I love doing. So.
All right, great. Thank you very much, sir, and good luck tonight. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking to someone with very nice hair. This is Sandra Lee from the Home Cooking Show. Explain that.
Semi-homemade cooking on the Food Network. You're a big fan, I see that.
Yes, absolutely. I'm a cooker, but you're being nominated for the best... Wait, can you explain that? The best hair?
Well, I'm not being nominated. My stylists are being nominated for best hair.
Well, you do a lot of the cooking on your show yourself, correct?
I do all the cooking on my show myself. Have you seen the show?
No, I have not. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking to, of course, very hard workers from this old house.
Yep.
We're talking to
Roger Cook.
And
Tom Silva.
So what have you been working on over here?
Well, a typical This Old House project where we fix up these old houses for homeowners and get them back into a new condition.
Right, so you designed the set on this place, right?
Oh yeah, we fix this all up on a weekend.
Right. Yeah, in your spare time. So what do you have on the slates for tonight then?
Tonight is giving the award, but the exciting news is This Old House is coming to New York City for their winter project.
No way, what are you going to be building?
We don't know yet. We just know we're coming. We've already got hundreds of entries in to have people have their houses done.
Awesome. All right, a pleasure, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we have Jamie Dury from the, which are you from?
From the Victory Garden.
The Victory Garden.
Obviously not a gardener.
No, I am a gardener. I do.
you are?
Yes, I have an acre of land. I garden all the time.
Okay, it's the Victory Garden, PBS.
Now, how long have you been doing this show?
A couple of years now, and we're in our 33rd season, which is very exciting.
Right.
And yeah, we've picked up a whole bunch of new younger kind of gardeners, which is really nice this year. And we're visiting all sorts of places around the world. You know, new gardens as well as old ones. You know.
Now, what are you doing today at the nominations?
I'm actually presenting 3 awards with young Bindy Irwin.
Oh, no way.
What should we get?
Is she going to be here tonight?
She's here tonight. We just did our little rehearsal, and I've got a feeling the only reason we were chosen is because we're the same height.
Ah, I see.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
So we're the same height as her. 'Cause I'm not
Correct,
much,
yeah.
I'm about the same height as you. So.
If you hadn't realised this yet or not, but we're both vertically challenged.
But not.
I love the green tie, by the way.
Yes. Thank
I
you.
was going to do one of those because I'm a gardener. You know?
No, you look dapper just the way you are, sir.
Thank you, champion.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you. All right, have a good night. All right.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking to Danica Lee, 9 years old, and I heard this is your second nomination.
Yeah.
So what do you plan to do when you're like 30?
Probably still acting. Maybe win another Emmy.
Of course. Now, how long have you been doing this show?
4 or 5 years.
Can you tell us who you play the voice of?
I play the voice of Ming Ming Duckling.
Okay, and your job is to basically the animals go and save the other animals, isn't that correct?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Can you do some of the voice for us?
Okay. This is serious. We have to save the baby panda right now.
That's awesome. All right, and good luck on the nomination, and I wish you the best when you're when you're 9 and when you're 30.
Thank you.
All right, we're talking to Ben Bailey of Cash Cab. How's it? I'm flustered. Has everybody
Looming too large?
Well, no, it's just I'm. No, I'll go like this a little bit. Cool show, anyway. I just have to say, I've seen the show many times, and it's awesome.
Cool, thank you very much.
Now, has anybody ever gotten in the cab and has recognized you right away?
Yes. In fact, one time I put on glasses and a hat to try to throw them off.
Right.
And as soon as he opened the door, he goes, "Ben Bailey, I know it's you." The next guy we picked up. All right, that's not going to work. But some people still don't.
Right.
Fair number of people still don't recognize me or the show, and so their surprise is, I guess it's just as good, if not a little suspicious, like what is going on.
How long have you been doing the show?
Coming up on 3 years we've been shooting.
So you're nominated for Best Game Show.
Yeah, nominated for Best Game Show Host, and the show got a nod this year too for Best Game Show. And we're up against the legends, so we'll see what happens.
So did you bring any cash with you tonight?
A little bit, but that's just to tip the bartender.
I see. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, nice to meet you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking to Kate Linder of The Young and the Restless, and I heard you're going to be presenting this evening.
Yes, I'm so excited. I'm thrilled to be here.
Now, I heard through your publicist, you're an airline stewardess for 26 years or something?
Yes, with United Airlines. Actually, more. I've been with them for 30 years, and I've just had my 26th anniversary with The Young and the Restless, and I just had a huge honor of receiving a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Yeah, she was telling me about that. That's awesome. It's been a pleasure.
It's nice to see you.
Okay, we're here with Mrs. Irwin, of course, Bindy, and I love the show. My kids watch it all the time.
Thank you very much. That's very nice of you to say.
Now, you're basically presenting an award this evening, correct?
Yes, we're presenting an award. I'm presenting it with Jamie. He's a great guy, and also I'm nominated for one, which is very exciting as well.
Right. So how do you like New York? I mean, you've probably been here many times. So.
It's great. New York is beautiful. So many different things. Of course, Toys R Us.
How long have you been doing your show?
I've been doing it for quite a while now. I did do it with my dad as well, which was lots of fun. But I've been filming since I was born. I got filmed literally when I was born.
That's awesome. That's great. Yeah, well, my kids always watch it, and we thank you for all the entertainment as well. Very nice.
Very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking to Jack Hanna. Now, what are you doing here this evening?
Well, we're up for an award for our show, Into the Wild, and then as a presenter for the children's series. And then also, I want to see my friend the Irwins here.
Right.
And also, I got to start the thing with Alex Trebek, so that should be interesting.
Yes, exactly. And you just had an animal here, and it was kind of frightened, I noticed. Why was it?
Well, no, it's just a flash. It's just a palm civet from Asia, and it's the animal that caused the SARS disease, believe it or not. So, yeah, not this animal, though. No, we take Toddy everywhere we go.
Right.
Yeah.
I've seen you many times on Dave Letterman. Now, there's any time during any of the shows that any of the animals, I mean, besides on David Letterman, get out of hand, or is David just playing that up?
No, sometimes, but we've had some, yeah, but we always have keepers everywhere. The worst injury I ever had was right there. A beaver almost bit my thumb off on the David Letterman show. Yeah, about 1986. I have no nerves in it, so I can't feel my buttons or anything.
You know?
No, next time he's going to bite Dave's string.
Well, it's very cool. It's a pleasure, sir.
Nice seeing you all.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have Johnny from Johnny and the Sprites here. Now, who do we got?
I'm Johnny, and this is Root.
Hi.
And Heather. And this
I'm
is
Lily.
Lily and Carmen.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So what are we doing here this evening?
We're nominated for 4 awards for Best Performer, Best Scenic Design, and Best Sound Editing and Design. And we're also presenting.
Lots of nominations.
Lots of nominations, right?
Cool. Now, are these two going to behave inside? Or?
I don't know. We had rehearsal. We talked it over, but I don't know. Lily was going.
And I can't be held accountable for anything I do past my bedtime.
That's true. Rude is up late, and Lily.
I was hoping to get one of those nice shiny men to, those statues to take them back to the Grove and decorate them.
Yes. And Lily was flirting with Alex Trebek a little earlier.
Alex, I have to watch. How did he take it?
He seemed to be, very flattered, I think, right? Lily has a thing for game show hosts, so.
Very cool.
Lily did Nanny's hair.
Yeah.
Looks good, right?
Thank you. I spent a lot of time on it.
Yeah, they're messing it up on you.
Don't mess it up.
It's perfect. Oh, that one's out.
You two better behave.
All right.
No more caffeine.
Yeah, we'll try. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a famous gentleman here, Carol Spinny.
How do you do? Nice to see you.
Now there's rumor that there's a famous character from Sesame Street here tonight. Oh my God, it's Oscar the Grouch!
How you doing?
Hey, I was wondering, all those years in the garbage can, are maggots ever a problem?
No, I'm more into trash than garbage.
So you don't get out much, but you get out of the can for tonight to go to New York.
Well, I collect the trash. I pick up the neighborhood.
Oh, I love that song. I love
Recycling.
Recycling, yes, recycling. Everything's it's just like you are. Everything's green today, so
yes, it's not easy being green.
Yes, of course, but that's
try.
I love the show, and my kids always loved watching Oscar the Grouch as well. Is that now why are you so grouchy though? What is the real reason behind that?
It's my avocation.
Right.
I enjoy it. It's more interesting than smiling all the time.
Yeah. If you can't get up in the morning and mess with people, what's the sense of waking up anyway?
I put rocks under my pillows, so I kind of have a miserable night.
Right.
Grouch is like that. Right, okay.
Thank you very much, sir.
There you are. All right. Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, Blinko Bob meeting another famous Bob McGraph from Sesame Street. I used to watch you when I was like.
Did you really? Yeah, good. We got a lot of alumni out there after 39 years.
As soon as I recognized you as soon as you came in, I said, "There's Bob from Sesame Street."
Really?
I love that guy.
That's neat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great.
Yeah, I mean, in fact, myself, even my younger sister, and now my kids today too, obviously, are learning a lot from Sesame Street and such. So.
Well, we've got a lot of alumni, as I say, out there, and it's kind of fun to meet them sometimes.
Now, how many years did you do the show?
I am still doing it. We just finished taping our 39th season.
Oh my gosh.
And 40th anniversary we're looking forward to for 2009.
So I think after all those years, you should know your ABCs by now.
I'm still working on it, actually. Yeah, it takes me a while.
I always miss M, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's just one of those letters that are kind of odd because it's right next to N.
Yeah.
And it's one of those deals.
M and N, right. My grandchildren, they help me out a lot.
Yeah, they miss that word.
Right.
Anyway, what do you, as far as being on stage, are you doing anything tonight?
Well, Oscar, you just met my good friend Oscar, Carol Spinny.
Yeah.
We're presenting 3 different awards.
Very cool.
And so we're talking about not only Emmys, but the Flemmies, and not only Cash Cab, but Trash Cab, and, a lot of nonsense like that. So it should be fun.
Well, it's not nonsense. You got to throw humor in there. Well, humor, the world's,
Absolutely.
square, flat,
Yeah, no question about it.
All right, Bob, thanks a lot.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the infamous, not even the famous, the infamous Alex Trebek, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, you get to be called infamous when you've been around as long as I have.
Now, what are you doing here this night, Mr. Trebek?
I'm presenting the first 2 awards of the evening for directing for talk shows.
Right.
So it'll be kind of fun.
That'll be interesting. Now, I have to ask you on the show, basically, all the answers are in front of you and stuff like that. Is there any ones that basically that it would throw you off being as...
Oh, sure. There are a lot of things that I don't know, but I tend to remember and relate better to the material that's in an area that I enjoy.
Right.
If it's motion pictures, if it's American history, if it's geography, those subjects are of interest to me, so I have more fun with them. But if it's fishing or even ballet or nuclear physics, then no, I'm not going to do well.
I'm good with the music. I'm good at the science, but the other stuff's really difficult.
Science is okay for me, but pop music is not. No, I don't know any of the current groups. Boys to Men, 98 Degrees, they're all the same.
It all sounds the same to me.
Yep.
Anyway, I'm from Buffalo, New York. So, and you're originally from Canada, sir.
Yeah. Northern Ontario, cold place called Sudbury, and has, in many ways, weather similar to Buffalo, although nowhere near as much snow. And sorry, of course, to hear about one of Buffalo's favorites, Tim Russert, who died today. That was very sad news. 58 years old. That shakes you up.
But Mr. Trebek, thanks for the interview, and good luck on stage.
Okay, Bob, my pleasure.
Thank you.